Welcome back, everybody, to the Baby Back Rib Show, episode number 15, the special Josh Giddey episode. You already know what's good. We have a
What
good one planned for you today.
what an intro, dude.
What an intro, man. I mean,
It's not like there's any big players in the NFL that wear number 15 that are quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs or anything. Nah, dude.
this overshadows anything this trumps any of that stuff. We
Absolutely.
kind of have a fun episode planned for you today. It might be a little bit of a shorter one. If you guys haven't already checked it out, go check out the tier list that I created for the starting quarterbacks. A couple days ago, Cole doesn't like that one because Kyler Murray is in the average tier, unfortunately.
Yeah, make sure to rip Otto for his where he put Kyler Murray in the comments for my sake.
Yeah. You guys can do that. It's okay.
Yeah, because I wasn't here to defend myself about that. So, yeah.
But on the planner for today, so we're gonna go over the Super Bowl for a little bit, just because we didn't really Cole didn't get to share his opinions and all of his thoughts on it. So I'll let Cole kind of dive into the Super Bowl. We'll go over it for a little bit, even though it was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, our very belated Super Bowl review.
So we'll do that, and then we will jump into some basketball. Talk about the All-Star Weekend that just happened.
It did happen.
It did, yeah, definitely went and passed.
Yep. It was on the weekend.
And then after that, we'll go into another tier list that we'll do together. This one, since we're kind of talking about the Super Bowl, we decided to do the last 10 Super Bowls, so from 2014 to 2023, a tier list. So we'll do that together, and you guys will see it on the screen as we do it as well. But yeah, you want to jump into the Super Bowl?
Yeah, so most people probably know, for Super Bowl 57, was 57?
58.
58.
Sorry.
Jesus Christ!
I was thinking.
God, dude, we're getting close to 60 already.
Yeah, it's crazy. I remember
yeah.
Super Bowl 50.
Dude, yeah, I know.
I feel like it was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, dude, I still remember that game like it was yesterday. But yeah. So your final score for Super Bowl 58 was 22-25, where you saw the Kansas City Chiefs beat the San Francisco 49ers. Again. Really good game, I thought.
Honestly. It actually was a really good Super Bowl.
Like, I thought, like, even though I missed a good chunk of it because I went on a side quest, aka getting all the boys' wings, still, from what I saw, which was pretty much most of the game, honestly, I was really entertained.
I think you missed like the third quarter, like the first half of the third quarter.
Yeah, I missed the muff punt.
Yeah, that was a key moment.
So that's like the main thing I missed, but everything else I was seated, and I watched, and yeah, I was thoroughly entertained, and I thought it was like a really good defensive game.
It was, and it's unfortunate for the 49ers that their defense just slipped up right where it mattered.
Yeah, I mean, but like, I don't know, when people say like the Patriots and Rams game, like, oh, that was just really good defense, that's why it's so low scoring. It's like, no, not really.
Ooh, yeah.
Like this was a good defensive game. Like this is like the epitome of that.
And don't you guys worry, we are going to be talking about that Patriots Rams Super Bowl.
I cannot wait. But yeah, overall, I mean, my takes from this is just like this Chiefs team, like, it's a dynasty.
Yeah.
It's officially a dynasty. They've been in the Super Bowl for the past 5 years, won 3 of those. I mean, that's a dynasty. And I mean, just overall, it's an incredible team, and that's why they made it to the Super Bowl and won it. And I don't know, I thought like this would have been the year where they didn't again, but I don't know. I think at this point, Kyle Shanahan just might be cursed because that dude cannot catch a break when it comes to Super Bowls.
Yeah.
So,
what do you think about the 49ers firing Steve Wilkes? Was that a little premature?
Kind of just, I mean, I get it. He wasn't as creative as the last 2 defensive coordinators for the 49ers, which were D'Amico Ryans and Robert Saleh. But I don't think he deserved to get fired.
No.
I mean, this 49ers defense was still awesome. And
over one drive.
Yeah, I mean, I really think it kind of seemed like more of like a scapegoat type hire, or fire, I should say. And it just, I don't know, just really unnecessary.
Because I think Steve Wilkes is a really good coach, and The issue that you have with when you start doing this, if you're the 49ers, is you keep recycling through coordinators and to a point that starts to catch up to you because now this defense has a brand new coach next season, which could
Again,
either, make it better or it also could make it a lot worse because it's
yeah,
another culture change. Like how
yeah.
many
It'll be
defensive coordinators have they gone through?
it'll be their third one in the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, like that's not good.
that's that's wild. But I mean, over to the flip side, talk about the Chiefs defense. They are perfect. Like they are exactly like in the best situation they could possibly be, outside of L'Jarius Sneed and Chris Jones both being free agents.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like they've got like all these young players like Nick Bolton, George Karlaftis, Trent Mc is it McDuffie? McDuffie?
Trent McDuffie, yeah.
McDuffie? Yeah, he all pro this year. And I mean,
Probably have the best cornerback tandem in the league.
yeah, if they do retain Snead, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, but you really got to like give all the credit to their defensive coordinator Steve Spagnuolo. I mean, that dude is like just a genius, I guess, because look at this defense. I mean, I don't even.
He turned like what kind of looked like an average defense to like probably the best defense in the league this season in
Yeah.
terms if you like factor in the playoffs and the regular season,
Absolutely.
which is just really impressive. Like L'Jarius Sneed was not a household name before the season. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, I mean, the Chiefs are honestly just so lucky that he's cool with just being a defensive coordinator. Because
Yeah.
which I mean makes sense because if you look at Steve Spagnuolo's coaching record, Jesus Christ, that's bad, dude. It's bad. Just look it up.
I've never.
It's really
I didn't know
bad.
he
You,
was a head coach.
you look it up. You look it up on Wikipedia, dude. You're like, oh. But I mean, yeah, they're like, it's just a great situation for the Chiefs overall to kind of have a guy that's just cool with being a defensive coordinator and is able to like just stay there basically until like, I guess until he dies or until he gets tired of football, because it seems like those are like the only two things that are gonna take him out of the spot. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the Chiefs do in the offseason though as well, because I mean I think they can still add a couple of spots there, especially on the offense. So yeah, that's it for the Chiefs. That's really all I got.
11-41, by the way, is Spags'
Yeah.
head coaching record.
Yeah, very bad. But yeah, and then for the 49ers, yeah, dude, they just really could not do anything, especially on the ground in this game. I mean, you see Christian McCaffrey, 22 carries, 80 yards, and a fumble. Just
Unfortunate.
not his day. That fumble really kind of set the tone for his day, which is really unfortunate. Had a great game receiving though. 8 of 8 with a touchdown. Oh yeah, I remember that touchdown. That was a sick play. That was on the
That was on the
trick play right there.
What's his name?
Yeah, who's
Jennings.
Yeah, it was Jawan Jennings.
Jawan Jennings threw it and
Yeah.
got absolutely murked right after.
Yeah, hit the over on my parlay for the Super Bowl for his receiving yards.
Here you go.
I think that was the only thing that hit that night. But yeah, and honestly, what did you think when the 49ers decided to take the ball in overtime?
I don't understand that. I don't understand the big deal about it. Do you? Because like I'm genuinely wondering, like,
So
why is it a big deal that they want it? I would think you would want the ball first, because what if you give it to the Chiefs and they score a touchdown on the first drive and then you don't get a field goal? Like, then you're screwed.
well, here's the thing: is the Chiefs said that if the Niners did score a touchdown on a drive and extra point, the Patrick Mahomes, I think it was Mahomes that came out and said it. He said, "Yeah, if we got that ball, our plan would be to go and score two, go to get a touchdown and score two, which would have ended the game."
Okay.
So
But then what if you don't get the 2-point conversion?
then you live with it, I guess.
You lose, right?
Yeah, you would lose. But
So I don't understand. Either way, it's fair, I feel like.
it's fair, but like
At the end of the day, the 49ers defense didn't do their job and they fucked up the game.
exactly, and
And you can't blame that on not knowing the rules. I'm sorry, but you sold.
yeah, I don't think it's as big of a deal. I think it's mainly just like a big thing where it's like hindsight's in 2020. Like if you were the 49ers, you probably wish you got the ball second. But I mean, I understand it. I understand like.
But it's like, what if your offense can't move the ball like they did the first drive when they just got the field goal? Like, I don't know. I just don't get it.
Decisions, man. I don't know.
I just don't get the people that are like making it a huge deal. You know?
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal. That was mainly just Kyle Shanahan kind of saying, kind of putting trust in his defense to stop the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Which I mean, honestly, it's not. Well, I guess it wouldn't be Kyle Shanahan; it'd be still Steve Wilkes or whatever. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was definitely interesting. There's no. Oh, the one of the things I didn't touch when I did my little recap was R.I.P. Dre Greenlaw. That was depressing.
Oh yeah, that was brutal. Yeah, and because the guy
That's
that
probably
came
one of the
in,
craziest moments that happened in this game.
yeah, and unfortunately that guy who came in like gave up like
He sold.
he was very not good. If you look at his stats,
Damn.
like Mahomes when he's just like targeting receivers that were being covered by him, he had like a 140 passer rating.
Oh my
So
gosh,
it's
that guy got
oh my
shredded.
God. Yeah, it was not good.
Yeah, Dre Greenlaw is a beast, and for him to go out like that, that's horrible. I feel so bad.
Yeah, I mean you have like two of the best linebackers in the NFL. If you're the Niners, to see one of them go out like how he did, that was brutal. But
Yeah.
overall, I still thought it was a really good game, and I was thoroughly entertained. I will say that.
Yeah. I mean, I'm I'm good if you are on the Super Bowl.
Also, a big shout out to Travis Kelsey because that dude is incredible in the playoffs, especially. I don't know if he's as good as Gronk. That's a big
No.
that's a big debate
No.
online nowadays. Is he on the level of Rob Gronkowski? I
Even
don't know how to answer that.
in terms of talent, absolutely not. Rob Gronkowski is the most talented tight end. But when you talk about like stats, I'm sure Travis Kelsey's stats like
Oh, I think he already has like statistically like
has
better
lapped him.
better numbers, but I
Sure.
mean,
But I mean, when you factor in the amount of injuries Gronk has dealt with throughout his career, dude's a beast.
hey man, you don't got to tell me, dude. I love me some Robert
I
Gronkowski.
love some Rob Gronkowski. But he fucking missed his kick, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, he did. He did miss the kick again. That shit's definitely rigged at this point.
Like, I think Gronk and Travis Kelsey are about the same age. So, like, imagine if Gronk was still playing. I could be wrong. He's 34 years old. Let me look at Travis's. Yeah, they're both 34.
it would just be really weird to see Gronk without Tom.
It would. He would never play without Tom.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he retired.
But I'm just saying, like,
no, I get it.
his career was definitely cut short.
Yeah, he suffered some injuries on the tail end there, but I mean, still, I mean, when it comes to even like numbers and accolades for Gronk, I mean, that's why it's considered the greatest tight end of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's really all I've got for
So
the Super Bowl.
let's talk about this All-Star weekend that happened and came and went for sure. I don't know, man.
It was very boring.
The
All-
excitement from All-Star weekend just completely disappeared.
Yeah, All Star Saturday Night was a dud, in my opinion. Like, but I will say though, I thought Steph versus Sabrina was pretty dope.
I didn't actually watch it.
That was pretty cool to see, especially because Sabrina did shoot from the men's 3-point line, even though the NBA wanted her to shoot from the WNBA 3-point line, which is stupid. But I thought it was dope.
Well, good for her.
Yeah,
And didn't she get pretty close?
yeah. No, she scored 26. Which,
Didn't she do better than Damian Lillard did during the 3-point contest?
No, I think they tied. I think Dame also had 26.
That's insane.
Yeah,
So Sabrina would have tied the 3-point contest winner.
yeah, because
That's sad.
in the first round of the 3-point contest, I think like 4 dudes had 26.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 people had 26. So yeah, she would have tied like the best people in the NBA.
That's
3-point
incredible. Good for
contest.
her, man. That's awesome.
And I don't know if you heard, but I think a lot of people are like considering like they should do next year. They should do like a 2v2 where they should do Steph and Sabrina versus like Damian Lillard and Caitlin Clark, because she'll be in the WNBA next year, probably.
I mean, that would be cool, but
I think it would be fun.
what about like a 2v2 tournament with just like normal all-stars? That'd be kind of cool too.
Well, yeah, that would be cool. But like,
I see what you're
the
saying.
3-point contest, like doing that, like you can do both. Like you can have like the regular 3-point contest.
But what you're
and have,
saying
like,
is that was the only entertaining part of the weekend.
it really was. But honestly, to be honest, I kind of wasn't paying full attention to All-Star Saturday Night because UFC was going on.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And,
good thing this isn't a UFC show because I'd be very depressed. God damn.
Your boy Volk.
Oh no, dude, don't, dude.
I won't get you started.
You're giving me some
You
PTSD.
guys all know what happened, but
Yeah, if you're a UFC fan, then
man, that was brutal.
yeah, that was goddamn. Thank God I had a blue moon that night. That's all I'll say.
So yeah, so I mean, I don't know, it just seemed kind of uneventful for me, especially the dunk contest, which used to be so entertaining. Like when we had Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine going at it,
Yeah,
I just remember
incredible.
that was like peak All-Star weekend right there.
Yeah,
I would say, because even at that moment, the 3-point contest was huge, and it was like a big deal who won it, and people actually cared.
yeah,
But I don't think anybody cares anymore, and I just think that like the 3-point contest is able to attract a lot of stars, but it's the
absolutely.
dunk contest nobody ever wants to do, and I think that these NBA players need to kind of put their pride aside and realize that they're in the entertainment business. And like, dude, like imagine how cool it'd be if we had like LeBron out there.
He's not
And
doing it though.
I know,
Like
but I'm just
especially now.
saying,
But, like, no, I get it. I get it.
like, come on, man. They should put this in their contracts. If you're selected to do the dunk contest, you have to do it because like, we want a good dunk contest. No disrespect to Mac McClung, but I
G-leaguer
mean,
Mac McClung.
huh?
G-leaguer Mac McClung.
Yeah, but I mean, still better at basketball in every aspect than
Than both of us combined.
both of us combined.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but
Times like 10.
But I'm just gonna say this: Jaylen Brown. Did you see the dunk he did where he tried to mimic? I forget what player, but he did.
Oh,
try
it's
to
D
do the
Brown.
no-look
It was yeah, it's
pass,
D Brown.
or the no look dunk.
Yeah.
He dunked it and then like dabbed.
I did see that. Yes.
Bro, like what are we doing? What are we
Hey,
doing? Why
but-
is this allowed?
But you did say you want to see some all-stars in the dunk contest. He is an all-star.
That is
and
true.
he is participating in the dunk
respect,
contest.
respect to the man.
So,
for
I mean,
sure.
Yeah.
But brother, you did the no look after you dunked it. At that point, you're just no looking.
yeah, no,
You're not doing a no look dunk. You're
like-
just not looking.
he like fully landed and then
And then dabbed, and everyone was like, ah. Come on, brother.
yeah.
But like, imagine like who would be some good ones? Like we had LeBron, Zion. Didn't
Ja.
Zion do one though one year? And he like,
I don't think he did.
has he ever done one?
No. 'Cause he's been hurt a lot.
Or am I just thinking of 2K?
You probably did. Probably just
'Cause
think of like some
every-
2K
If you
created
play,
dunk contest.
if you play 2K, like my league or whatever,
Yeah.
and you sim, like he always gets selected to do the dunk contest.
Yeah, it's
So
just like
maybe
it's
I'm
just
just-
like whoever has the highest dunk rating, I think, or whatever. Like that. Yeah.
exactly. Oh, let's look here.
Yeah, honestly though, for the dunk contest, it doesn't really excite me anymore. Not because of like the lack of star power. I think it's just the lack of
He's
Create-
never done it. You're right.
yeah, I think it's just a lack of creativity because I mean, we've seen like probably already like 99% of like all the dunks you could like physically do.
Which I get because for the amount of dunk contests we've done, or the NBA has done, like it kind of does get hard to like think of something new. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, there's always fun ideas.
Yeah, there are also a lot of stupid ideas too. And I'm trying to think of some of them. Like, didn't Jalen Green do a dunk with like an NFT somehow? Like, he had like
Yeah,
a
he did.
chain with like an NFT on it.
John Moran did it though, right?
Did he? I don't think he did.
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of 2K again.
I know. Like Donovan Mitchell's
The
done
John
one.
Moran versus Zion Williamson dunk contest in 2K used to go crazy.
Yeah, I mean, see, I think
There was that. Oh man, let's look up like the worst dunks in the dunk contest. They all got to be from like the past 5 years.
there's some pretty bad ones from the past too.
Remember Dwight Howard's Superman?
Yeah,
He didn't even dunk it.
dude, Dwight Howard has so many good and not good dunks in the dunk contest. Like, I think it was like when he was like with the Lakers or something like that. Like later in his career, I think he did like a T-pose or something like that. But
Jericho Sims.
yeah, his was really bad because
What did he do?
well, I remember he had like okay, so he had like a piece of paper like taped to the net, and he
And
like
the crowd goes silent.
and he did try to do like the Vince Carter thing where he like sticks like half his arm into the net, and like first of all he couldn't even do that right, and then when he grabbed like the piece of paper, he was supposed to open it up and it was supposed to have a 50 on it, right? The problem was the paper was like fucking ripped up, so it was like really like you can barely tell what it was, dude.
Let's react to some of these. Should I find a compilation on YouTube?
No, man, I don't want to talk about shitty dunks for too long.
Why?
Man.
It's so fun though.
Because,
It's so
dude.
funny. All right, let's at least watch the Jericho Sims one.
Okay. But Also, the All Star game overall is
Just no
was
defense.
awful.
I mean, I saw
I s-
something. I saw something where they should do it where like the MLB does it, where
Whoever wins gets like home
yeah,
field. Yeah. Well, honestly, I just don't know if that would work for the NBA. Because like, let's say let's say like you're on like a really bad team and you like know you're not gonna make the playoffs. You're like, well, I don't care. It's like, oh, cool. Like I play for the Detroit Pistons and I get to watch, and yeah, and I get to help out the Boston Celtics in
yeah,
the
but
finals.
like
Like
but like I'd say most of your teammates are playoff on playoff teams, and they probably get pissed off if you're just like not trying.
that's fair.
You know what I
But I mean,
mean?
Anthony Edwards didn't try in the All Star game this year, and nobody cared.
Yeah, but
That
they
that
weren't
dude
playing.
shot
But I'm
that dude
saying,
shot from his left hand and like
I'm saying
no, I get
if
it.
they
Yeah.
had something to wage or
Yeah.
something, I don't know.
Honestly, if I was a commissioner and I could like overhaul the All Star game, first of all, I wouldn't do a one on one tournament just because nobody's doing that. Nobody in the NBA, like none of the best stars would agree to do that because they don't want to get cooked, respectfully.
Right.
So I would say do like a 3v3 tournament. I think that would be a better solution, in my opinion. Like you could do that, like have like a bracket of like all three, like bunch of like sets of three, like a bunch of trios, and then just do like a little
That's
tournament.
what they should do.
Yeah, and then have them go to
Kind of like
like
the 2v2 I said earlier.
yeah, go to like 15 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I would enjoy that. The problem is I just don't know how they would sort out the teams, but I'm not actually the commissioner, so I don't have to figure that shit out if they ever do it. So
So let's watch this real quick. Mm. Sorry, it's not up there.
no,
You
it's
can
all
watch it
good.
right here.
Oh my god, I forgot Karl Malone
Oh
was there.
fuck! Is that Josh Giddey? I mean, Karl Malone,
No, it's his idol.
same guy.
Yeah. Oh, did he not do it first try either? Like, did he take like 3 tries to do it?
I don't know. This video's 2.5
Two and a-
minutes long,
two
so
and a half
maybe.
minutes for one dunk.
Yeah, why it's sealed?
Yeah.
That's his issue.
Yeah, I don't know why they sealed it. They should have just bolted it
Why
up.
did they do it? It's not really his fault. Why would they tape it?
Yeah, so he like hoisted himself up so he can get his arm over to grab it. And
He
then
can't. He
he
opened it.
can't open it right. And now he's ripped up. And now yeah. Like nice, dude. Yeah, that's a 50, dude, for sure. God, dude. Even Karl Malone's like, dude. It's like I've seen
Karl
worse.
Malone's like 50. That's way too old for me.
It's not my number, dude.
Dang, dude.
God.
That's horrible. That's so embarrassing. He's like, fuck this shit, man. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, dude. Even Spike Lee's like, bro, I know you're on my favorite team, but like I can't support you.
How did I not see this?
He like grabs the net and puts his arm over, dude, and he doesn't. Oh my god.
That's so
Oh
funny.
my god.
All right. Well, we had our fun.
Yeah, that's our fun with basketball. But yeah, that was All Star Weekend, which
I don't know. I wish that they just kind of made the you know the what do you call it?
like just the weekend overall.
Yeah, the stakes. I wish they kind of raised the stakes a little bit with this.
Yeah, add stakes to it. I get it. Yeah, it sucks because honestly, I really don't care that much about the All Star Weekend anymore unless like Suns players are involved. And I'm talking like when I say them, I know there's 2 Suns players in the actual game itself, but I don't care about the actual game itself. I look forward more to the All Star Saturday night and seeing all the festivities.
Right.
But I mean, when there's no Suns players, I'm like, all right, I'm not watching.
Right.
So yeah, they gotta figure something out, or maybe they don't. Maybe I just need to not watch.
Not do it to yourself.
Yeah, because I mean, I guess there is some people out there that do enjoy All Star Weekend, but I'm not one of them.
I don't. It doesn't excite me at all anymore. It used to. I won't lie. Like back in 2015, 2014, 2016.
Yeah,
It used to be really fun, but it's just gone really bad.
yeah.
Um.
And I will say that the MLB does have the best All Star festivities, and even they could like add more. Like Because like they had just had the All-Star game and the home run derby. Like,
Right.
they could definitely add more. They could do like a skills challenge or
Right.
some sort.
Well, is there anything else that has happened recently in um basketball other than the All-Star weekend? I'm trying to think. I did see Doc Rivers on some podcasts basically say I don't
Oh,
know why
he's going on a crazy run right now. Like of just
he
like
basically said I don't know why I got hired.
that and like dude, he's like going up like making up a bunch like lying about a bunch of stuff. Like he said like what did he say? Oh, he said to because I guess he was trying to get Kawhi to sign to the Clippers, and Kawhi, like everybody knows the story. Like Kawhi was not going to the Clippers unless they got Paul George as well.
Right.
And apparently Doc Rivers said like, I don't know, man. Maybe you should just stick with Shea. Okay, fucking wizard over
He
here.
said that to the Clippers?
Yeah, or like just to Kawhi, I guess, trying to be like, no, man, we got to keep this Shea guy because like,
Okay.
yeah, I
for
think
sure,
I think
bro,
it'll be
for
pretty good.
sure.
It's like for like. Dude, back in 2019, I don't think anybody was thinking like, "Oh, dude, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is the next Paul George.
He's
Or,
next
like
up.
better than Paul George." Nobody was saying that in 2019. If you
That's-
were, then either one, get a life, or two, you're lying because that shit's not possible, dude.
No,
So-
Shea was averaging like 10 points a game on the Clippers.
Like he was all right with the Clippers, but he's not like Shea like he is.
I don't think
now.
anyone thought he was going to blow up like this.
Yeah,
Be the guy he is now. For
exactly.
Sure. That's so funny. He's like LeBron.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
like, I remember when I told them that Shea was going to be that next guy.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Let me see Shea's stats from 2018, 2019.
Holy shit, the man's averaging 31 right now.
Yeah, dude. And that's like he always scores like 31 every single game. Like no more, no less. It's amazing.
The man averaged 10 points on the Clippers.
Yeah, 10, 3 and 3 basically. Or actually, let me round up for all these. 11, 3 and 3.
I'm sure he showed promise, but no one was like, no one was like, this guy is going to be averaging 30. Oh, he averaged 30 last year.
Yeah.
Wow. Man is a baller.
Yeah. Low key a free throw merchant, but it's whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, man, so was James Harden. So it's okay.
Hey man, that's why Anthony Edwards is gonna be the next face of the league in the next couple of years. Outside of Devin Booker still, probably. But yeah.
That's crazy. Well, yeah, and he basically said like I'm not even
He's like, I don't even know how I
I
got
don't
this
even know
job.
how I got hired. I'm like, that's not really something you should say after you got hired.
Well, it's funny
Not
because
really putting a lot of people's confidence in you.
I think he's going on this run and he's forgetting that he's not like a broadcaster anymore. And he's he's gotta like lock in and be like, oh shit, I'm coaching again. Because like I think he's kind of been used to like the last couple of months of just kind of like saying like whatever his opinions are basically, and like you probably shouldn't do that anymore.
Yeah. Well,
But-
in other news, I saw a clip of someone trying to interview Scotty Barnes. And if you don't know like the stigma surrounding Scotty Barnes,
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I kind of love Scotty Barnes.
oh, I
That
love
dude
him.
is so fucking
He's
funny.
hilarious. But if you guys don't know like kind of the meme around him, basically there's rumors or maybe I don't know if they're rumors at this point.
Word on the street.
Word on the street, the words through the grapevine are that the man might have some tism. He might be on the spectrum. All right? And it's very clear like if you watch his interviews that this might be the truth. So anyways, this guy is like at All-Star weekend asking him a question and he's like, "What's your favorite saying?" And Scotty Barnes was like, I don't know. Like basically just
Oh,
said, I
yeah.
don't know. And then he goes, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Well, like what historical figure do you think would be the best NBA prospect?" And he basically did the same thing. You're just
Yeah.
like, historical figure? I don't know. It's just so funny, dude. I don't know. I just love it.
No,
it
I
makes me like
saw
him more.
that, dude.
It makes me like him more. Like just the fact that he's
No, dude, my favorite Scotty Barnes clip is definitely the one where he's like coming out of the tunnel and he's like running and he's like trying to pump up the crowd, dude. He just runs so weird, bro.
Have you seen the clip of him talking to Giannis?
Yeah.
And he's
from,
like, remember when you talking about the equipment manager?
Yeah.
And he's like, my equipment manager. Someone was, the caption was, imagine like English is your
being
second language. And
this
this
is
what
what
you
you
hear.
hear, dude.
Oh man, I love Scotty Barnes. I hope only the best for him.
Do you think Giannis knew what he was saying, like at
No,
all?
you could tell in the video he's like,
Giannis, Giannis like,
yeah.
and then Giannis said, he's like, brother, I don't know what word you are saying, brother. Like, dude,
Oh man, that's funny.
God, I love All-Star Scotty Barnes, ladies and gentlemen.
Um,
Thank God he
yeah,
made it to the league because he had nothing else going for him, dude.
huh? What did you say?
Thank God he made it to the league because
Yeah, I don't know
if
what
he
he would have
didn't,
done.
I don't know what he'd be doing,
He's
bro.
good thing he's fucking amazing at basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's what is his numbers on the year? He's having a good year, isn't he? He was an all-star, right?
Yes, he was indeed an all-star. Did participate in the skills challenge, by the way.
20 points, 28 and 6. That's good, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking at the rookie of the year. You won it over. I want to see some good comp.
That was like Caden now.
Yeah, but there was another one. Evan Mobley was one of the ones that was
Yeah,
a really
Mobley.
good rookie. Cade was a pretty good rookie, but he got hurt a lot.
Yeah, top 6 for rookie of the year in 2021-22. Scotty Barnes, Evan Mobley, Caden them, Jalen Green, Franz Wagner, and Herbert Jones.
It was a good crew.
Yeah.
I would say one of the better rookie of the year competitions than most years.
Yeah, that top 5 is sick. And Herb Jones. Herb Jones is awesome too. I love
Remember that year that like a guy that won like 10 or averaged like 10 points a game won it?
Was
What
that
year
like
am I thinking of?
was that like Malcolm Brogdon?
Oh, maybe it was Malcolm. And he actually turned out to be a really good player.
I think it was.
I thought it was another year
I think
though.
it was. I think it was solid in his like quote unquote rookie year. He was 24 for his rookie year. By the way, he did average 10.
He was what?
He was 24 in his rookie
That's
year,
right.
dude.
He averaged 10. And no, like he was solid, but it wasn't like
Yeah.
whoa.
Damn, Dario Saric got second that year, and not Joel Embiid. What the fuck?
Joel Embiid didn't play. I thought that's why.
Well,
Malcolm Brogdon.
this was his first year like playing. Even like
What? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, this was his first season.
What did he average?
He averaged 20, 28 and 2. And 2.5
No,
blocks.
that doesn't make sense. Really?
Yeah.
And Malcolm Brogdon won it over him?
Yeah, because Joel Embiid only played 31 games.
Oh, that's
why.
That was
yeah.
Because I think you have to play like a certain amount of games to really be considered.
Well, you do now. Now you can only miss like I think it's like 15 games.
Yeah, you have
for,
to
like,
play
all awards.
65.
Yeah, for like all awards and even all NBA voting, which I get it for being for like all awards, but like for the NBA voting, that doesn't really make sense because I feel like when you vote for that, you're also taking into account like them like how many games they played.
Yeah.
Damn, I gotta stop looking at these voting lists, dude. I'm about to go on like a nostalgia trip.
I love nostalgia tricks. Michael Carter Williams was a vibe. That
Dude.
man was like really good as a rookie and then just fell off the face of the earth
Dude,
like
his-
immediately.
Dude, his first ever game against like the big 3 Miami Heat when he like almost had a
Oh,
quadruple
yeah.
double. Also, speaking of quadruple
Didn't-
doubles,
didn't-
almost dude,
oh.
fucking Victor Wembanyama, dude,
That guy
has been
insane
amazing.
already.
He's been incredible. And last night
That's
he had
scary, man.
last night he had a 5x5, which we haven't seen since, funnily enough, Yusuf Nurkic. But I mean, still,
Really?
yeah,
I saw a video of Jamal Crawford teaching Victor Wembanyama like dribble moves, and everyone's like, "Bro, no! What are you
Stop
doing?
it, Jamal,
Stop!"
stop it.
All right. So the last couple: Paolo Banchero, Scotty Barnes, LaMelo Ball, John Morant, Luka Doncic, Ben Simmons, Malcolm Brogdon, Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, Michael Carter Williams, Damian Lillard, Kyrie, Blake Griffin, Tyreek Evans,
Tyreek Evans, bro.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah,
I thought there was another one that was just like so random because there was just no competition. Oops. But you know what? It's like I would say for like most of these rookie of the years, a lot of them turn out to be really good players. Like Malcolm Brogdon is like the one, and Ben Simmons, like they're still solid.
Malcolm Brogdon is
is really solid. Ben Simmons, I don't know what he's up to nowadays.
sitting in the corner for the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, okay. So nothing much.
Yeah,
Michael Carter Williams obviously was like one of the weirdest stories ever. Like everyone thought he was next up. And then he just, like I said, fell off the face of the earth completely.
yeah. I don't know what happened with that. That was like during like the process days for the Sixers.
And he was even on. You know what's funny? He was even on the Magic too. I remember when he was on the Magic with Markel Fultz.
Oh, like a couple years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both of their. Although Markel Fultz, I think is a solid player, but he's having it down here right now.
Is he?
Yeah, he's only averaging like 8 points. He went from averaging like 14 to 8.
Oh damn. Yeah, he
I don't
is.
know why. I think they must have cut him out. They're
Yeah,
probably trying to get those young.
Yeah, they have the Magic have like 87 guards, so that's why they got like Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony,
I still think he's a good player.
Jed
though.
Howard, even though he's more of a small forward, Gary Harris, which is funny if he's getting minutes over Markel Fultz, Anthony Black.
Mike Miller was a rookie of the year.
Shout out Mike Miller, man. What year was that? 2001?
2001.
That makes sense. That draft class was awful. I think like the best
Yeah,
player,
2001 was
or 2000.
two, 2000. Well, both of them, I think.
Yeah, they were both bad, but
It wasn't until like 2003 that the drafts got good again.
yeah. Shout out to LeBron and them.
LeBron, Wade, D
Bosh.
Wade, Bosh, Carmelo Anthony.
Kirk Heinrich,
Uh, who's the guy that
Darko.
Darko, bro?
NBA champion Darko Milicic, by the way.
Hey, I know.
Won a title in his rookie year.
I understand.
Put some
I
respect
understand.
on that man's name. Hold on, now that we're talking about Darko, I gotta look at something real quick. Oh my god, yes, dude. So on Basketball Reference, his nickname is the Human Victory Cigar. That's so fucked
That's
up,
awesome.
dude.
The Human Victory Cigar.
Yeah,
It's kind of a badass name.
it is, but dude, that sucks. Imagine like your only accolade in the NBA other than being a champion is like, oh, I got to go in when my team was up 30 and the game was like already over. Then that's your whole career, dog.
And it's on your Basketball Reference page
Yeah,
as your
dude.
nickname. That's
Like
horrible.
it's embedded in history at this point. Like this is staying here forever.
That guy was supposed to be next up.
He was. Dude played for a while though. Damn.
Played for the Pistons and who else? The Timberwolves, right?
Yeah.
some point.
Timberwolves, Celtics, Magic.
All right.
Averaged a whopping 1.4 points his rookie year. Yeah. There you go. Let's take this guy over Carmelo Anthony. Good job, Detroit.
Well, let's should we hop into our tier list?
Yeah, well, actually, real quick, I do just want to say, because, I mean, we do talk about all sports. I just want to talk about baseball real quick. Spring training has started. Started, like on Thursday. So, baseball is starting to get into full swing. Baseball will be my favorite sport. I can't wait to lock myself into a room and watch baseball for the next 6 months when that starts. So,
Go Orioles, baby.
yeah, man. Diamondbacks have played 2 spring training games so far. And
Give me an Orioles Diamondbacks World Series.
absolutely. I think that's what the world is rooting for. And by the world, I mean us two on the show.
Yeah.
So,
And the rest of you guys, right? Right?
I sure fucking hope so. But,
Yeah, man. All right, sounds good. Well, let's
tier list time, baby.
let's hop in this fucking tier list.
You're damn right.
Let me go ahead and start recording. All right.
So, for those who don't know, well, I guess you already know because it's gonna be on the screen, huh? But so Otto and I are going to be ranking the last 10 Super Bowls in a tier list, from best to worst, obviously, and yeah, it should be interesting. See,
It should be very interesting. We're gonna rank it on not like like just based on how the game was and like if it was entertaining or not. Because there's some doozies on here. I'm not going to lie. You already know of one.
yeah, so we're going from what, like 48 to 58, basically.
Yeah. All right. So let's hop into this. So our first tier, I'll just run through the tier names with you really quick so you can know what to expect. So we have 5 tiers. The first tier, we got all-time classics. Then we got memorable, and then we got kind of mid. We got forgettable, and then we have absolute snooze fest.
It's funny, the more I think about it, the more I think like we might have like a good amount of like classics in here, to be honest.
Really? Should we get rid of what? No.
No.
I think the
I'm
tiers
just
are
saying
good.
that. No, I think it's fine. I think the tiers are
Right.
fine.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
So,
So we'll start off with, I think,
do you want to go from like the most recent one, or do you want to go from the earliest one?
let's go earliest to recent.
Okay.
So the earliest, you know what? I don't know what this is. The Super Bowl 48. Who was this?
Super Bowl 48. I think, if I remember correctly,
Is
this
it the
was
Ravens one?
No, it was 47. This was Super Bowl 40. Oh, this was Seahawks Broncos.
So Seahawks Broncos.
His final score was 43-8
Would we put it on a snooze fest? Because there was a lot of scoring just by one
by
team.
one team.
Um,
Honestly,
or were we gonna put it like forgettable?
I'm thinking forgettable.
I think so too. I don't think it was a snooze fest because if you're a Seahawks fan,
You love the Super Bowl.
you were going crazy, or if you were rooting for the Seahawks, because I know there's some Peyton Manning haters out there.
I think I was out there. I think when I think 11-year-old me was going for the Seahawks in this game.
I think I was going for the Broncos for some reason. I don't remember. I didn't really care. But oh wait, I put it in snooze fest. It's going in forgettable.
Yeah.
Just because I think it's like one of those where you're like, oh yeah, that happened.
Yeah, because low key,
Because
I do forget about the Super Bowl sometimes.
This one,
Yeah,
yeah, like it was the Seahawks' only title, so it is like it's memorable in that sense.
yeah.
But it's
Would it be their last time in the Super Bowl with this group of people? But we'll get to that.
But yeah, I mean, just from the get, I mean, it had some memorable moments, like the first snap of the game being
Was it
the
a safety?
ball flying over Peyton Manning's head, being a safety. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
That's the only thing I remember from that.
And then
that game.
then on, I can't tell you what happened. I honestly don't know. I know, very random, and this is forgettable. You know who the Super Bowl MVP of this game was?
It was like a linebacker, wasn't it?
It was Malcolm Smith,
Malcolm Smith.
a name you'll never hear again, but he's a Super Bowl MVP. He's probably the Andre Iguodala of the NFL.
Hey! Don't talk about Arizona Wildcat Andre Iguodala like that,
Well,
please.
I'm not talking about it like that, dude. This man was
Former All-Star.
This man
Andre
took a
Iguodala.
Finals MVP from Steph Curry for letting LeBron average like 35 points on his head.
To be fair, though, if I was a U of A fan, I would have been like, "Give that shit to LeBron." But I digress. Because I am a diehard U of A fan, I have to go.
I
with my
mean,
boy
I
Iggy.
think it should go to the winning team, and I think it should have went to Curry. But let's
if you're going with that, I absolutely
yeah. So let's get back to the NFL. Yeah, Malcolm Smith. I don't even know what his stats were on the game. I'm assuming he probably just had like 200. Like he just went crazy for some reason.
yeah.
But it probably
Yeah.
it probably should have went to beast mode or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even know. Maybe like Russ or something. Well, I guess when you're shutting out the
I don't think Russ really did anything that game.
yeah, honestly, the more I think about it, this was like probably like a prime Legion of Boom type game.
Yeah.
Here. But they didn't even give it to a single member of the Legion of Boom. So
Yeah, I don't know. It was really weird.
I mean, yeah, because no, I remember Peyton Manning was like insane this year. Like he set the record for passing yards
Yep.
in a season.
It was the year he was going fucking crazy.
Yeah,
He had like 50.
like
50
5,300 yards or something like that. It
Yeah,
was
and like
insane.
55 touchdowns or something.
Yeah, dude.
It was the year he just went nuts.
Yeah.
But the Legion of Boom just stopped him, and Russell Wilson really didn't have to do anything, or the offense.
Yeah, shout out Cam Chancellor.
Um,
Just because he's my favorite member of the Legion of Boom.
Now I really want to move on to this next Super Bowl.
Oh, dude, next one.
So this one pains me, okay, because I was in my Patriot hating era, and I went from going for the Broncos, I went for going for Peyton Manning the year before, to then going for the Seahawks, and then they let me down. I was going through a really rough time. Okay. But
As a young child, I must say, I was a very big Tom Brady fan. So,
Really?
dude, I was one of those kids.
Man.
Like looking back on it, I was like, no, dude, I wasn't a bandwagon. But looking back on it, dude, I totally fucking was a bandwagon, and I do not give a fuck, dude. I fucking love Tom Brady.
So in case you don't know, you live under a rock. The next Super Bowl was Super Bowl 49 in Arizona. It was the New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks. And
Dude, put this shit in all time classic.
Oh, absolutely.
this
It's
shit
going at the
up
very
there.
top of all time classics. This is the all time classic of all time classics.
Well, I don't know. There's another Patriots Super Bowl. Am I right? Of it on here.
Yeah, but I don't think it compares. To be honest, that moment when I don't even remember his name. What the fuck is his name?
You don't remember Malcolm Butler?
Malcolm Butler.
Dude.
The moment Malcolm Butler intercepted Russell Wilson, I will never forget the reaction on people's faces. It was the craziest fucking thing ever. A practice squad corner, literally, because I don't think I ever realized how much time was left on the clock. It was like 28 seconds left.
Yeah.
And sure, Tom Brady might have been able to work some magic, but dude, he saved that game for them. He literally flew his body into the route. It made one of the most beautiful defensive back plays of all time. A practice squad player. I mean, that's just incredible. Um,
And another all-time moment for that was just the catch that Jermaine Kearse had to get
yeah,
them.
that
And they
gets
go, dude,
overshadowed.
that catch was fucking sick.
Dude, I need to look that up, bro.
It's fun. It's fun. That's funny that you say that because like it must have been like a week and a half ago or like right after the Super Bowl ended. Like I looked up like the interception at the goal line, just watched it again, dude, just so I can like hear. I can hear Al Michaels like on commentary when he actually still had like a soul and wasn't on Amazon Prime, dude. That call is like, oh my god,
The greatest catch to never be remembered. So true.
it is, dude. Because this catch, I don't even know how he caught this shit,
I
dude.
remember freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, I remember it like, bro,
How does he?
how does
How
he
do you
catch
catch
that?
that? And this was the same year that he caught the game-winning touchdown against the Packers.
Oh, was that this year?
Yeah,
Like,
when they came back.
where they had like the replacement refs were like,
Wait, what?
oh no, oh
No,
no,
you're
talking
thinking of a
about-
different
I'm talking-
Seahawks Packers game.
Yeah, okay. You're thinking-
This was the year that
they faced in the NFC
in the
Championship.
NFC Championship game,
Okay,
and the
okay,
Packers
okay.
were like up by some crazy amount with like 6 minutes left, and the Seahawks came back and won.
Yeah, okay, no, yeah,
And
you're
he
right,
caught the
you're right.
game-winning touchdown in overtime. And then he did this. Like he was Seattle's hero this year.
Dude, I remember after like when he caught that, I was like so like depressed for like a good like 2 minutes because I was like, dude, they're about to go out and win this game because like
That was
yeah,
incredible, dude.
I was like, they're gonna win this game because they're gonna give the ball to Marshawn Lynch at the goal line, like any competent head coach would do. And I'm gonna see the Patriots.
Hey man, you know
lose.
what? Pete Carroll, say what you want about Pete Carroll. That's my boy, dude. I still think he's a great coach.
He is, but dude, no, it's funny because like that play is so bad, dude. Like that gives Richard Sherman PTSD. Like,
His reaction, remember, he was like,
yeah,
dude, I saw a depressing video. It was a bunch of Seahawks fans watching that, and it was like that moment, and they're all like, "Beast mode, beast mode,"
oh,
like chanting it, and then
yeah.
they're just like, like freaking out, bro. I would be so pissed off, dude. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine being a Seahawks fan in that moment.
God, man, dude, this was some good shit right here. Back when the script writers were
Oh,
like,
dude,
the
brings
script
me
writers
back.
cooked so hard with this one.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely did. This is a really good, even like up to that point. This is just a really good Super Bowl. Didn't Julian Edelman make an insane catch? No, I'm thinking of a different one. We'll get to that one.
Of the other one that I think rivals this game.
Yeah. All right, so this next one that did not rival this game whatsoever. We got Super Bowl 50. The Carolina Panthers versus the Denver Broncos. This was the year Carolina Panthers went 15-1
And whooped the Cardinals'
whooped
ass.
the I didn't want to say it. I was gonna let you say it. I was gonna let you say it.
Honestly,
That was
I
very
forgot about this.
depressing.
God, dude.
Imagine a Cardinals. Do you think the Cardinals would have beat the Broncos in the Super Bowl that year? I know you don't want to think about that, but like,
I mean, probably not because that Broncos defense was kind of insane, and that's
Yeah,
the reason
they're
they won
really
the Super
good.
Bowl. Because I think wasn't Von Miller the MVP for that?
he was definitely
Yeah.
was. He was like on top of the league after that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And then he beat his wife. But Super Bowl 50. You know, who were you rooting for in this game? I think I was rooting for the Panthers in a weird way.
I was going for the team that didn't whoop the Cardinals' ass
For the
NFC
third-
championship.
For the third year in a row, I did not give a fuck. Like didn't care about either of the teams. So this was like a really, really sad time.
It's funny. I just realized like we cut off our list like to the like right at like the Super Bowl right after the Ravens won.
I know, I'm
That's
fucking
why I
depressed,
just
bro.
realized that.
But I'm also glad because I would be very biased and say
We would talk
all-time
about this shit for
classic.
like 20 minutes too. You would just be sitting here like going play by play,
I know,
talking
dude.
about every fucking thing. But
Such a beautiful moment.
no, I was definitely going for the Broncos just because I like everybody kind of got the vibe like this might be Peyton's last year. Just
Yeah.
'cause he, like dude was like fucking so old at the time it didn't look that good. So I was like, all right, let him get his Super Bowl win, let him ride off into the sunset, and he got that. So
Yeah. I mean, he didn't really do anything that year, but their defense was
No.
insane. And
no, dude,
Cam Newton, go for the fucking ball, dude. Die for the ball. I will never forget that.
that made me an all time great business decision. I'm not going for that in the Super Bowl.
Okay, well, like maybe if you're like the only reasoning behind that is if you're trying to protect yourself. The dude still played like ass every year after this. So I mean, most of the years after this. So I
Yeah.
don't really know what that was all about. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's the Super Bowl. It would have been the first title that the Panthers would have brought home. I don't
And it would have capped off like one of the most dominant seasons we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Because I went 15-1.
That Panthers team, man, was real interesting. The fact that their top receiver was like Ted Ginn or something,
It's like Greg Olson. Like if you're like receiving yards, probably.
but like their top wide receiver was
Oh, yeah,
like probably
yeah,
Ted
it was
Ginn,
like Ted Ginn, dude.
and they went 15-1, and like they had Jonathan Stewart, who was a beast that year. Don't get me wrong. They had Jonathan Stewart, and like, I mean, their defense was like insane.
Amazing, yeah. I think that was like prime Luke Kuechly.
But no one predicted that team to go 15-1. Like that's crazy to
Yeah.
me.
I have like the Wikipedia article like for the Super Bowl pulled up, dude, and all I can focus on is right here where it says that the Panthers beat the Cardinals 49-15.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was that bad.
It was that bad, dude. I remember I turned this game off like midway through the third quarter, bro, and I just went to bed, just sobbing.
I just will. Yeah, I'll never forget the moment Cam Newton didn't dive for the ball. I don't understand how you don't do that, and the fact that they kind of went out this way that year is kind of sad.
Yeah, this is a really tough way to go out.
But that one was in Santa Clara too, huh?
Yeah, this was at like
49ers Stadium.
Yes, at Levi's Stadium. I think it was like one of the first years that stadium opened too.
Yeah.
So.
But anyways, Super Bowl 50. I'm not gonna lie, it's in the forgettable or kind of mid tier for me.
I was thinking kind of mid.
I'm thinking that too because it wasn't like forgettable with all the stories that it's Super Bowl 50. Cam Newton was MVP and he was going crazy.
Yeah.
Von Miller was going crazy, and it was like the top 2 picks in the 2011 draft or whatever going at it. So it was like definitely a cool moment, but the game itself was kind of mid.
God, dude, the Broncos they got 7 sacks and 4 turnovers in that game.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Well, Von Miller himself, I think, had 2 strip sacks just by himself.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, he had like both of the like 2 of those fumbles. I remember that.
Yeah. And scored a touchdown, I think, on one of them.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to this is another really good one. Another really fucking good one. Super Bowl 51. The Atlanta Falcons versus the New England Patriots.
Oh yeah, this was okay. Yeah.
The Falcons went up 28-3 in the third quarter and won, right? I mean, surely they won after that.
I mean, yeah, dude, they were up like 20.
They were up big.
Yeah, because I mean,
had all the momentum.
Yeah, I mean, there's that infamous tweet out there of the Panther or not the Panthers, the Falcons, recapping the end of the third quarter, and I'm saying just one more quarter, guys, we got this. And then the rest is history.
And then Tom Brady happened.
Tom fucking Brady, man.
This is why you can never convince me. And I'm gonna go on a little rant here. You can never convince me that Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT. Dude, this man,
I knew you were gonna say that.
This man came back 28-3 with like 1 quarter left in the Super Bowl and won, bro. Like, how do you do that? All right, I'm done.
That's your whole rant right there.
Tell me when Patrick Mahomes comes back 28-3. Just tell me in the Super Bowl. Then we can talk.
Man. But
yeah, incredible game,
dude.
So I have a quick story. I remember a kid from our high school, or were we in high school at this point or junior high? I can't remember. I think we were in junior high.
When this game happened, this was
2017.
Ooh, this would have been
Or 2016. I think it was 2016.
Hold on, let me see.
Either way, a kid we went to school with, he's a Patriots fan, and I remember when they were getting blown out 28-3, he took a picture, and he posted on his story and said, "The game's not over yet."
Bruh. Yeah, it's February 2017, so this would have been like 8th grade. Yeah.
And I remember like looking at that and I'm like, bro, it's over, bro. I'm sorry. And sure enough, that dude, if I posted that, I would have.
That dude's a wizard, bro.
I would have screenshotted that, saved that. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember who that was or no?
His name was Alex. Alex something.
Was it Alex Merriam?
Yes.
Bro.
It was Alex Merriam.
Dude, I remember him.
Dude, Alex Merriam, if he ever hears this.
If he somehow
I
finds
remember
this
that
podcast,
story
dude.
post. I'm not going to lie. That was pretty G.
That's pretty sick. I'm not going to lie, dude.
But that one's going in all-time classics. Absolutely. I don't think it goes in front of 49. I don't know.
Dude, it's close.
It's very close. It's very close. But I just think that, I don't know, 49 just has that kind of like that special feeling to it.
It has that aura.
Because that was also the year that I went, and this is kind of biasy, I guess. But that was also the year that me and Brody went to the Super Bowl experience because it was in Arizona.
Oh
And we got to meet like a bunch of players, and that's like when I was just really in love with football. So that's why like that Super Bowl just kind of has like a special charm to it. But I mean, if we're taking that out, do you think 51 is better? I'm willing to agree with that.
I would say 51's better just
Of
because
the comeback,
the comeback and it goes to overtime and like
it was the
it was
first overtime,
first Super Bowl to go to overtime.
not the last though.
No, dude, good lord, I'm looking at the stats here. Tom Brady threw the ball 62 times in this game, and then
That
fucking
dude was
James White,
slanging it.
14 receptions
Holy
for
shit.
110,
Super Bowl.
and then he also had where's James White? 6 carries, 29, and 2 touchdowns. That dude had 3 total touchdowns in this game.
Julian Edelman had a crazy catch in this game too.
Oh yeah,
He caught it like off his leg or something. I can't remember.
It was. I think it was off like the
exactly.
corner's leg, and it just like it fell into his head. Like he saw the ball in midair and just grabbed it.
I remember seeing that and being like, bro.
I remember. Yeah, no, I remember that play.
That's
so
that's
vividly.
when I was like, the Patriots have some dark magic, fucking
They have some fucking
Satan
devil
power.
magic. Dude. It took them
How the
what,
fuck
5
does
Super
that
Bowls for you to realize that. At 4, you're like, no, not yet. But then after
Oh, what am I
5, you're
doing? I'm
like,
looking at Julian Edelman's fucking Wikipedia, bro. I'm too tired.
hey, shout out when we met Julian Edelman in downtown Gilbert. If you know, you know, dude.
That man was not very happy with me.
I remember that a couple of days ago. I was like, dude, I wish that guy was more chill because I would have been so down to like take a picture with him and be like, yo,
Julian
Jules
Edelman. He was like, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, I just remember you telling me like, yo, go up to that guy and ask if he's Julian Edelman. And I just saw him give you like the sternest like no. And I was like, oh, okay. Shit.
I think I came back to you and I was like, yeah, I don't think that's Julian Edelman.
I was like, I know.
All right,
I was like,
let's
don't
see.
worry,
Dude,
I
he
know
looked
this.
exactly like him though.
I know, I remember that.
He caught it off the corner's leg.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's a guy who really wants it, right?
Now here's a guy.
Now here's a
who really
guy
wants to
who
win the
really
Super
wants
Bowl.
the football. Of course, Troy Aikman commented this game. Or who's the other guy?
Joe Buck.
Joe Buck. He's such a fucking
Dude, nah, Joe
horseshit
Buck.
announcer.
Nah, Joe Buck's awesome.
He's so like, I don't think he's excited enough half the time.
I think he is now. I think back in the day he used to not be, but I think now
Like
it's
on this catch, he should be going, what?
I think it was just he didn't know if it was a catch or not. So he was
Yeah.
like, oh, dude, I don't even know.
Like right there is what proved it.
Yeah.
It never touched the ground.
Yeah.
Because this idiot put his hand under there. Ricardo Allen.
Yeah.
What are you doing, bro? He put his hand to stop it from hitting the ground.
Dude, this is such a good throw by
Look,
Brady.
right here. He slides his hand, and that's the only reason it was a catch. Oh, my gosh.
That was just an elite throw by Tom Brady there.
He's like, what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, how
for
do you,
sure.
yeah, dude. That's what separates Tom Brady from everybody else, dude. He purposely throws the ball at the corner, gets it
foot.
to deflect,
Yep.
and
He
knows
knew that was
Jules
gonna
is gonna
happen.
catch it. Yeah. Yeah, only the best of the best know what to do there.
All right, we're putting in front of 49.
Yes. But God, what else? I was gonna say, I think because we're not we kind of talk about Joe Buck real quick. I just want to say Joe Buck gets a lot of hate, and I think a lot of it's undeserved. That's all I'll say. I think he's awesome as an announcer,
He's all right.
especially
He's not on Tony. He's not fucking Tony Romo. So for that, I appreciate it. That guy drives me insane.
because I mean I think Joe Buck's awesome for baseball, and like him not being because he used to commentate the World Series and he doesn't anymore, and like I miss it because like his calls are kind of awesome in the World Series.
Yeah. All right, so the next Super Bowl was 52, and I'm trying to remember really quick which teams that was.
Nick Foles.
I'm sorry, bro, but this is going on all-time classics.
I agree.
Holy shit,
I
this was
agree
amazing.
with you,
This
dude.
might even go in front of 49 for me.
I think I'd put it in front of 49.
The fact that
Yeah.
a backup quarterback who was written off before even the Super Bowl even started, like how many people were saying the Patriots got this in the...
Dude, no, do you remember the final 4 like starting quarterbacks?
Yeah, hold on. It was Tom Brady.
You'll get 3 of them. I don't know if you can get the last one though.
I think I will. Tom Brady, Blake Bortles.
Yeah, shout out Blake Bortles by the way.
Shut up, Blake. Nick Foles and Case Keenum.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that NFC
Dude,
Championship
I
because I remember the AFC Championship happened first, and I was going for the Jags
Yeah.
because I looked at the NFC Championship
Oh, actually,
games.
no. Speaking of that game, real quick, I remember this game so vividly because first of all, I think it was freshman year of high school,
Yes.
and I remember in our group chat, Zach was like Packers fan. Zach, he was like, oh, dude, the Jags got this in the bag, and I was like, nah, dude, the Patriots are coming back, and it's like, I bet you $20 they won't, and I was like, okay, bet. Dude never paid me, by the way.
Oh,
Never
shit.
paid me. It's been like 6 years. Just want to say that.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. That
Yeah.
makes it easy to remember.
Yeah, but yeah.
Were you gonna pay him though if the
Fuck
Jags
no.
won? Exactly. All
But
right.
I mean, it doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter because it doesn't. I won the bet, but you think fucking 15-year-old me had $20 just to spend
None
like
of us
that?
did. We were all broke.
Hell no, dude. We were too busy going to Circle K and fucking walking to Kwan's house.
But I remember like specifically being like, the Jags need to win this, or because I looked at the NFC Championship game and I saw Case Keenum versus Nick Foles, and I'm like, if the Patriots win, no one's stopping
It's the
them.
easiest Super Bowl ever.
And so I was depressed when the Patriots came because the Jags were so close to winning that game. They genuinely
Yeah.
were. And
I'm like, no, like low key, even though I said like, oh, the Patriots are gonna come back and win this game. No, dude, I thought the Jags were winning that shit.
I thought so too. And then obviously the Patriots did their thing.
Yeah, Tom Brady was like, wait a minute, I'm fucking Tom Brady.
Why am I losing to Blake Bortles
Blake fucking
and
Bortles.
Allen Robinson?
To be fair, their defense was awesome that year, though.
They had a really good defense. They had like Telvin Smith, Miles
Cardinals-
Jack,
Cardinals legend Calais Campbell.
Calais Campbell,
Starting line. Here we go. Oh wait, no, that's for the Super Bowl.
Jalen Ramsey was on that team. No.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey,
Yeah.
AJ Bouye.
Yeah.
They had a good safety too. I just don't know his name. I think they had a good safety.
Deshaun Gibson.
Sean Gibson. Can I see? Is there a way I can get to the championship game here?
Maybe if you look up.
I know, but I'm too lazy to do that right now.
Mm.
Wait. Okay, hold on. I'll look it up. So 2018 AFC Championship. Here we go. Just give me. Oh wait. No, it's the wrong one. Telvin Smith, Miles Jack, AJ Bouye, Marcel Darius, Dante Fowler,
Marcel Darius,
Calais Campbell,
Dante
Jalen
Fowler.
Ramsey, Deshaun Gibson, Malik Jackson, Yannick Ngakoue. That's when a young Yannick
Dude, they had a
Ngakoue, bro.
stacked team. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a Nick Foles versus a Blake Bortles Super Bowl would be kind of elite. But I'm glad it happened the way it did.
Yeah, this was even better.
Because, yeah, dude, everyone was riding off the Eagles. And then I just remember as the game went on being like, holy shit, the Eagles might actually win this game, especially after the Philly special.
Yeah.
Iconic moment. Iconic
Well,
moment.
no, if you remember in the game, the Patriots tried to do that with Brady,
And he
Brady,
dropped
yeah,
it.
he dropped it, and then the Eagles did it, and it was like, oh my fucking god, no fucking like, yeah, I guess Trey
Because they just did the same thing
Yeah,
and they did
it
and they
worked.
got it.
Yeah.
But
Also, just want to say this was back-to-back Super Bowl wins for LeGarrette Blunt.
oh yeah, because he was on the Patriots the year before,
yeah.
and then he went to the Eagles.
Dude.
And all I remember was like Brandon Cooks getting absolutely like
Oh,
murdered in
yeah,
this game by
was it Malcolm Smith? That's his name, or Malcolm
No,
Jenkins?
Malcolm Jenkins.
Jenkins.
he just got absolutely.
Dude, I remember like that
clocked.
happening, and you're like, I remember being like, if that didn't happen, the Patriots would have won. Like
You said that?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude, I was
God.
like sobbing, bro. I was
Dude,
like,
well, okay. Well, on one hand, you have Tom Brady who threw for 500 yards in this game.
dude, he had a fucking awesome game.
He had such a good
This
game.
is like his best Super Bowl game. and he
But
lost.
this was when I was in my Patriot hating era, as most
Basically
80%
everyone
of
was,
the
yeah.
population, like everyone was for Patrick Mahomes now. And I
sorry.
just remember like they had a strip sack on Tom Brady at the end of the game that sealed it,
Yeah.
and just that feeling. Because let me explain to you really quick, just really, really quick. All the Super Bowls we have on here so far, from 48, 49, 50, 51, in all of those Super Bowls, the team I was going for lost. So at this point, I was just giving up on going for the Eagles. I'm like, I'm just gonna go for them and get my heart broken. And that feeling, like when the Eagles did that to Tom Brady, was
Yeah.
just insane. Like and I was at my aunt and uncle's house. My uncle's from Philly, so he's a big Eagles fan. So he was freaking out. Like it was just like a really cool football moment for me. So yeah, This is
Yeah,
a good game.
it's funny because like I was like the exact opposite because like of all the ones that we talked about here, like I was
You were rooting for all the opposite
yeah,
teams.
and they all won. This is the first time the
Nah,
Patriots
dude.
lost, dude. And I was
I
like,
was going on
fuck.
such a horrible run, and I was just like, you know what? I give up on life. And then the Eagles did this, and Philadelphia might have gone burnt down a day later.
Dude, yeah, I remember the
Oh my
clips coming out from
gosh,
that.
that ruined it, dude. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with Phil? That's when I like first noticed that Philly fans are the worst fan base to ever grace the earth. I'm sorry,
Dude,
if we got any Eagles Philly fans
it's
listening.
just it's so funny looking at like the Patriots receivers. Like it's like the top receivers. Hold on, can I order? No, I can't order this by yards. But Gronk, Danny Amendola, Chris Hogan, James White. Shout out James White. And fucking Rex Burkhead and Philip Dorsett, James Devlin. Bro,
Brandon Cooks had that one catch, and that's when he got rocked.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude.
But that was like kind of the tone setter for the game. I remember that
Yeah,
was a big
like
moment.
that was like in the first quarter, dude.
Mhm.
Because yeah, that was just a brutal play, bro.
But it's like it's not even that it was a defensive game where the Eagles defense was just stopped
Nah, dude.
Tom Brady and like it was Nick Foles didn't really have to do anything to win.
Dude, look at
No,
the final-
Nick Foles was
Yeah, dude, look at the final score, 41-33.
Nick Foles was that guy.
Yeah, dude.
He was that fucking guy that
I
year.
mean, there's a reason Nick Foles gets his nickname.
Big Dick Nick, baby.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it, but hey, there you go.
I have no shame.
Good for you, man.
And then it's also what landed him that insane contract with the
Jags.
Jaguars, and he didn't do anything.
It's like 4 years, 80 mil.
Dude,
I think
props to him, bro.
I think he got through like half a season.
That was the Minshew Mania season too,
it was
because he got hurt and Gardner and Josh Dobbs was on that team too. It was Nick Foles, Gardner Minshew, and Josh Dobbs.
What a quarterback room, dude.
I know. All right, so let's move on to. Are you ready to move on? Or
Well,
do you-
yeah. I mean, last but not least, I just want to say shout out to Arizona legend Nick Foles. So
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
yeah.
U of A.
yeah, always being represented in the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl 53.
I think this is a snooze fest.
This is
if I
the
recall.
snooze fest of all snooze fests.
Yeah.
The Patriots versus the Rams, 13-3, bro. And this was also the year. You know what?
No,
we got
no.
robbed
Of like an awesome
of a
Super
Drew
Bowl.
Brees,
It's
Tom Brady Super Bowl.
dude. Because I was just about to say that. I was like, dude, if this would have been like Patriots Saints, it would have been. I feel like for some reason, I just feel like it would have been such a better game.
No,
dude.
it would have been so good. Drew Brees going toe to toe with Tom Brady. Man, fuck the refs in that game. We got robbed of an all-time classic.
They should have just called that pass interference, man.
I mean,
I remember the controversy like
it
after
was.
that. No, because it
Dude
was
literally
like,
got-
he rocked his shit. No, I remember that play.
he
'Cause, like,
literally smacked the shit out of him. It's when you look up pass interference in the dictionary, this picture probably pops up.
yeah. Wait,
What-
this is the Super Bowl that had Travis Scott at the halftime show?
Yeah, it was. and
This
it
was this
bad.
one? I thought it was the
You-
one after. I thought it was the 49ers. Is that the one after this? Who cares? Let's talk about it later.
It
But,
was, yeah.
Damn, I didn't remember that. I didn't put this like I didn't connect that Travis Scott was a part of this Super Bowl.
He was. Remember, he did like the.
No,
they did the.
I know they did like the SpongeBob thing. Yeah.
And then Travis Scott like sounded so bad.
Oh yeah, because
He
he's saying sicko mode. I remember that so
He's saying
vividly,
sicko-
and it was like
sicko mode
really
with
bad.
no auto-tune.
Yeah, I remember it sounded so
He was
awful.
like,
okay,
like
Like, it was just his normal
boof.
voice, dude.
Everyone was like, I remember my parents watching, and they're like, what
yeah, no,
the
I remember
fuck?
our group chat was like, why does Travis Scott sound like that?
Sounds so bad. I forget who even the main person was.
That was Maroon 5.
No, yeah, just a horrible Super Bowl. I'd like to forget that this even happened.
Yeah.
Absolutely so. And this was around the time me and Paige first got together, and I remember this was the first Super Bowl she like because her family didn't really watch football growing up,
Yeah,
and so she came over to my house to watch the Super Bowl. It's the first one we watched together, and I just remember her being like, "Is this what it's like?" And I'm like, "I promise, no, this is horrible."
no, I think I was the same like back then because like this was back when I was with Rhea, and like I remember like she was watching it, and I remember she was like, "This kind of sucks," and I was like, "No, it's so good."
It's like, I
'cause the
promise, it's usually so good.
No, I was like, no, trust me, it's good. We want the Patriots to win. Don't look at the score. Like,
Well, because I was just like the past 5 were like pretty like for the
they were
most
awesome.
part insane,
Like,
and
this
then
one
this
sucked.
one just like hit us out of nowhere.
Like I was like, cool, okay, Tom Brady got a sixth ring, and like he's like the GOAT now. But it's like that kind of sucked.
It was a lot worse than even like 43-8 with the Seahawks Broncos. Like
Yeah,
at least that was high scoring for
yeah.
one team. All right, the next one is Chiefs 49ers, I believe, because you got Chiefs 49ers, and then I want to say Bucks Chiefs, and then you got Bengals
Rams.
Rams.
Yeah, Bengals.
All right, so yeah, so this next one, Super Bowl 54. Patrick Mahomes' first ring. It was the Kansas City Chiefs versus the San Fran Niners, and the 49ers were up by 10. Once again.
Yeah, this was
in this
before
game.
this was before everybody started to start randomly hating on Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, this is. I feel like a lot of people were rooting for him in the Super Bowl. Actually,
Yes, I remember that because I think I went over to your house and watched this.
yeah, we watched it at my house.
Yeah,
That's right.
I think it was like you, me, and like Quan and Ashton. I think.
I think Brody came in towards the end too.
Oh yeah.
That's right. We watched it at my house. Oh yeah. It's so random.
Yeah, I remember we missed the apparently the all-time great halftime show too because we went outside and played basketball.
What was it?
It was Jennifer Lopez and Shakira.
Oh, and that was when everyone was freaking out about Shakira.
Yeah,
That's right.
because Shakira is very very attractive.
Yeah.
With all due respect.
Yeah, we weren't there for that.
Yeah, no.
Um,
We were too busy hooping.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you. When you talk about all these games, this one's in kind of mid for me.
Yeah, I would agree.
It was
like-
not memorable. I can't remember a single play from this game. I'm not gonna lie. It was just like it was close, but it was just a very like.
Thing I remember is like the clip of Jimmy G coming out onto the field, and like that's that meme, dude, that like everybody uses on Twitter now, where it's just like Jimmy G like coming out onto the field, like preparing for like it was like late in the game, and like Jimmy G, it's either late or really early.
Was it
in the
like
game.
his like? It was supposed to be like his drive to win the.
Yeah,
or,
like his
tie
his like Tom Brady drive. Yeah. That's the only thing I remember from that game.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. And also, I think Patrick Mahomes like robbed Damian Williams of a Super Bowl MVP in this one because 17 carries, 104 yards, and a touchdown, four receptions,
two tutties.
29
And he had like a
touchdowns.
very important one at the end, huh? That like sealed it. I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah, I don't know.
This one they had prime Tyreek Hill. They're not even prime Tyreek Hill. Just had Tyreek Hill. Like,
Would you say kind of mid or forgettable?
low key, I wanted to say forgettable. Like
It kind of
at
is
first.
when you think of all the Super Bowls.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think low key. I think we should throw it in forgettable.
Okay, I'll put it in front of the Seahawks Super Bowl,
Yeah.
but I still think it's forgettable.
Yeah.
I
I feel like it's just been a minute since we've seen it. Maybe. So
well,
that's why,
but it's like it was just kind of boring for some reason. I can't explain why. It just kind of was.
yeah.
And like maybe it's because it was like Jimmy G on the 49ers and like
Yeah.
you didn't have Tom Brady going out there to fucking get that game-winning drive.
It was Jimmy
You had
Garoppolo.
Mr. PED going out, the only guy to get worse after taking performance-enhancing drugs.
Nah, dude. There's some baseball players out there that are like still really bad with.
Really?
Like, it's hilarious, dude.
Sure.
Like there's pitchers that have like an 8 ERA and that's after taking drugs. And like if you know about baseball, you know that's like horrible. But
so
I digress.
for this next one, we might honestly be kind of split on this. I think. So the next Super Bowl is Super Bowl 55. It was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. The only Super Bowl Patrick Mahomes has ever lost, and it was to, of course, Tom Brady, and the Bucs.
Yeah.
So, me personally, this is in memorable tier.
This is memorable.
This is memorable for me.
Okay.
And you want to know? Can I explain myself?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I had already gone to a point this year where I was starting to not like Patrick Mahomes. I can't remember why. I was also at Brody's house. I watched this Super Bowl at Brody's house, and Brody's dad is like very adamant.
Yeah.
He hates Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, okay.
Brody hates Patrick Mahomes. So I kind of got like groomed into pause. I kind of got groomed into being a Patrick Mahomes hater during the Super Bowl.
Gotta use a different word, dude.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't never gotten groomed. I haven't gotten groomed.
So I went to Brody's house and got groomed. Like, hi, bro.
But it was just really satisfying to this, and this was also like this was a really weird year for me because I started not liking Patrick Mahomes, and then I
liking Tom
started
Brady.
really fucking liking Tom Brady on the Bucks. I don't know why, but Bucks Tom Brady was like I loved Bucks Tom Brady, and Gronk was on the Bucks, and this was a team that had been shit for like
Forever.
so long.
Yeah.
In the Super Bowl as favorites, and just rocked the Chiefs. And this is when the Chiefs had Tyreek Hill.
They did
They've
have
had their
Tyreek Hill.
full squad.
Well, no, I remember this in this same season. Both of these teams faced off earlier in the year, and remember
And the
like
Chiefs rocked them.
yeah, and remember dude, Tyreek Hill had like damn near like 200 receiving yards like after the first quarter.
Yeah.
Dude. And so everybody's going in thinking like, oh, the Chiefs got this one.
Yeah.
And I was kind of under the same belief. Like even though I love Brady, like I was thinking like in my head, I was like, oh yeah, the Chiefs are gonna win this.
And this was when the GOAT conversation first started. I remember.
Really?
Yes. I promise you. Everyone was saying, is Patrick Mahomes going to become the new Tom Brady as he was facing him? And this was a big game for that because then it started to die down after
that makes
the Chiefs
sense.
just got destroyed. But yeah, dude, the Bucks just dominated them from start to finish, and it was just satisfying to me. And the reason it's memorable, okay, first of all, first Super Bowl where a team was playing at their home stadium,
Yeah.
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady was on the Bucks. He won his 7th Super Bowl, so this man had more Super Bowls than any other franchise, which is absolutely ridiculous.
Any other team is insane.
And then just like watching them celebrate after the end, seeing Antoine Winfield throw up the peace sign to Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Classic, dude. Classic. This was such a good Super Bowl. And I don't know, for that reason I think it's memorable just because of all like the stakes. You had Mahomes versus Brady. You had Brady on the Bucks. He won a Super Bowl for the Bucks. Who would have thought that like he changed the Bucks culture within one season?
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was Antonio Brown on the Bucks?
He was. He caught it.
Okay.
He was the last
person to catch a touchdown from Tom Brady
in the Super Bowl.
Damn.
Yeah.
Here,
that Bucks team was just so fun that year.
It was, yeah, dude. You got Gronk.
You had Gronk and Brady. You
Leonard
had
Fournette.
Bruce Arians.
Yeah, Bruce Arians
as the head coach.
Kind of snaky though, because I remember he like retired as a Cardinal, and it's like he wasn't retiring. He just wanted to get out of there because the Cardinals were going downhill. But
it was like fun because it was like
yeah, no.
Brady, you had the whole drama through the year where everyone was like Brady and Arians hate each other, and
I feel like that started the year after.
No, it started that year. I'm pretty sure.
I think it started the year after, but I mean you might be right because I remember
they won and they were like basically like fuck that, like we're good, and yeah. I'm pretty sure it started that year.
I want to say it was the year after because the year after is when like Bruce Arians was like, oh, I'm done coaching. I'm just gonna have my D coordinator step up and be the head coach, and I'll just go to the front office because I don't want to deal with
Antonio Brown stripped naked and ran off the field.
Man, shout out Antonio Brown. I forgot
that was crazy. Remember that against the Jets?
Yeah.
He just like threw his shit into the crowd. Anyways, let's get back. So I just think for all like it was just so like that Bucks team was so fun. Like Tom Brady, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. You had Antonio Brown. You had Leonard Fournette, who was my guy that year because of fantasy.
Yeah, and Ronald Jones too. And I mean, yeah, Scotty Miller.
And then on D, Scotty Miller. And then on D, remember they had the whole Scotty Miller versus Tyreek Hill like race thing. And then you had the Ndamukong Suh, Jason Pierre-Paul, Devin White, Levante, David got a ring.
Shaquille Barrett.
I mean, you were just like happy for them.
Sean Murphy Bunsen, dude. Yeah.
You were so happy for them, you know?
No, dude. I remember like when Tom Brady won this, I was like, yeah, dude. Nobody's ever gonna have nobody's ever having like an accolade, like the amount of accolades that this dude has.
He changed that team's culture within one season, and they looked like the Patriots that we know. In one season, the Buccaneers,
dude.
Like, when would it, like, who would have thought that would have happened? I'm still in awe of like that Super Bowl.
Yeah, and I remember a lot of people were like, dude, he really went to Tampa Bay, like.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing there?
Yeah, a lot of people thinking he was gonna go to a California team like the Chargers or the or like the Niners and stuff like that, or like the Raiders, because I think they were still.
Well, he was gonna go to the Raiders, and then remember something happened.
Oh yeah, because there's that.
He was talking shit after that. Remember he said something like.
Oh yeah, because there's that like one clip of him like in like the barbershop or whatever. He's like, "You're gonna choose that motherfucker over me."
Yes, that's right.
Yes,
yeah, he's talking about the Raiders because they signed. Wasn't Derek Carr?
Well, I think it was just they might have just kept, like stuck with Derek Carr or something.
Stayed
like that.
with Derek Carr.
Yeah,
probably was.
Because this was like it was obviously way before Jimmy G. So, or maybe it was for the Niners because maybe.
No, he wouldn't have said that about Jimmy G. It was the Raiders.
I think he definitely would have said that about Jimmy G. But I think it was. The Raiders,
I think it was the Raiders. But it was just so iconic. I mean, and seeing like Tom Brady talking shit I've never seen Tom Brady talk so much shit when he was on the Buccaneers.
He did. He
Remember
talked
when
shit to Tyrann
Tyrann
Matthew.
Matthew like twice?
Yes.
First he
Yes,
did it
dude.
when he was trying to like talk shit to Tom Brady. He came
Yeah.
back at him and said, like, watch this, basically, like,
Yeah.
like he was talking shit to him, bro. And then he threw a touchdown on him, and then came back and started talking shit to him and said,
Yeah.
"See that motherfucker,
Yeah.
dude? That was like when I fucking like Tom Brady got my respect was that game." And I had already liked him because he was on the Bucks, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I talk
Yeah.
you into it?
Yeah.
I think it's
let's put,
memorable,
let's put it
dude.
in memorable.
Even though it was a blowout, it just for all everything going on, it was just so.
Yeah. No.
And then I also think the weekend's performance at halftime was
It was good.
underrated.
It was a good performance. Yeah.
Everyone shits on it, but I think it was kind
No,
of.
I think it was good. No, but now, yeah, no. Now that I'm thinking about the Super Bowl more, I just remember like seeing vividly like Patrick Mahomes like fight for his life against
Oh
the
my
Chiefs.
gosh!
Like
dude.
that one play where like he's like throwing it like whilst getting sacked and he's like
Yeah.
almost like yeah.
He was like, I
Yeah, like
remember
the diving throw. Yeah.
everyone was glazing him for that, but
Even though
it
like
was pretty
even though
cool.
nobody caught it, but
No one
still,
caught it, but it was a cool like
it was
throw.
yeah.
But yeah, dude, I don't know everything going on there. So all right, this next Super Bowl, this is gonna be kind of a weird one.
It really is.
The
'cause,
Bengals
like,
Rams,
yeah, Bengals.
very
Rams.
fucking random.
It was so random.
So I
dude.
can tell you exactly where I was at for all these Super Bowls. I was either at my house, my friend's house, or I was at my aunt and uncle's house. Guess where I was for the Super Bowl?
I don't know.
I was at work. So it doesn't help that
Yeah.
you know.
Okay.
And I didn't really watch. I watched the ending because like everyone at work was watching on the phone. It was dead.
Yeah,
So I
'cause,
was like watching glimpses of it. You know,
'cause, like who's going out like to fucking like wherever you were working at that time, like fucking Home Depot or Lowe's to the fucking
I was
watch
working
the
at
Super Bowl.
Lowe's.
Yeah, yeah. Go to the Super Bowl,
No one was there. It was even more dead than Christmas Eve. Like,
bruh.
but anyways, I was watching some of it. You know, off and on. I watched like the full like fourth quarter pretty much.
Yeah,
But it was just so random because you had two teams that like are not normally there. Like, I feel like for most of these Super Bowls, you have Tom Brady or you have Patrick Mahomes, and this year you had Joe Burrow and Matthew Stafford, which is awesome. But it's like, it's just random.
dude. I remember I was like fully on like the Bengals train like this season.
The fact that the Bengals made the Super Bowl was so fucking random.
Yeah, because I mean everybody was like, "Oh, this is finally the year they win a playoff game for the first time in like 30 years," and then they just kept winning.
And everyone was like,
Yeah, I was like, "All
and they
right."
beat Patrick Mahomes, which was insane.
Yeah, again because they've played each other twice that year.
So this is a weird one because if you're looking at the game itself, it went down to the wire. It was so close.
Yeah. Yeah,
But it's like I just
shout
felt
out,
like no one cared.
yeah, shout out Eli Apple for ruining the Super Bowl for the Bengals. Dude got cooked by like Cooper Kupp and Odell. Odell for half the game. And then,
Odell would have probably won Super Bowl MVP.
yeah, probably because I mean, let me
He was
look at
going
his,
off.
yeah, let me look at his stats real quick. Just and he only played like half the game. 2 receptions for 52 yards and a touchdown on 3 targets, and that was for like a quarter and a half or something like that. Like not even like a full half of the game.
Yeah.
But I mean,
So like I don't know. This was also a year that I wasn't really into football a whole lot, and obviously why I didn't get the Super Bowl off, like why I forgot.
yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I just honestly, this low key like was probably a good Super Bowl. It's just
It
like
was, but it's just like kind of forgettable.
yeah, it's
for
like
some reason.
yeah, because I remember like
Like Matthew Stafford got a ring, and that was like a huge deal. But for some reason, and Joe Burrow was in the Super Bowl. Like for some reason, it just like is forgettable. I don't know why.
yeah, because I remember like going into like the season after it was like oh yeah, the Rams won it. They're yeah like oh yeah, the Rams were the Super Bowl champions, and like just nobody really like remembers that. So
And you know what it might you know what it might be honestly is that both teams people were rooting for both teams. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess
Because
but,
I feel like when you had Tom Brady and you had Patrick Mahomes,
like everybody was rooting against them.
either
Basically.
against them or for them.
Yeah,
There was no in between. And I feel like that feeling got lost this year because everyone was okay with seeing the Bengals win because it was a crazy story. But then everyone was also okay with seeing Matthew Stafford win his first ring.
yeah. I remember.
I don't know.
I don't like. I want to rank this higher because like I liked this Super Bowl, but like I really can't. I can't rank it higher. 'Cause, like,
It was just a really weird year, I feel
Yeah.
like.
Yeah. Also the second consecutive time we saw the home team win in their own stadium.
Yeah, that's true.
So
It's
that was
kind of crazy it happened again.
Yeah. It's funny it happened twice.
What do you think, man? Are we thinking? Because I don't think it's mid. This is kind of a weird one because I feel like it belongs in forgettable because it is kind of forgettable, but it doesn't mean it's worse than Super Bowl 50. Like, do you know what I
It's
mean?
weird. I think I'd put it in kind of mid, just after Super Bowl 50.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right, I'll put it there. No disrespect to the Rams. Like,
Yeah.
crazy good year. Like, they had a really fucking stacked roster that year. Holy shit. They had Matthew Stafford. They had
Cooper Kupp,
Cooper
Robert Woods,
Kupp.
Odell Beckham. I can't. Let me see.
Their defense was just absolutely stacked. They had Ramsey this year, right?
Yeah, they had Jalen Ramsey, Von Miller, Aaron Donald, Leonard Floyd.
Dude.
Yeah, this is when they signed fucking Eric Weddle, like the week before
Oh,
the Super Bowl.
yeah.
Yeah, that man
Man
really
got
got
a free ring.
I know, dude.
Um,
Wait, what? Was Robert Woods on this team? I think he was, right?
yeah, he was. 'Cause I
Uh,
remember they had three really good receivers.
For some reason, like when I look at the lineups, it just lists Van Jefferson. But I want to say he was on this team. Now I gotta go fucking.
He wasn't on the Bills yet, or Texans, or Titans, whatever. Where the fuck he went?
Okay, yeah, he was there, Super Bowl champion. Okay,
Yeah,
I knew I wasn't going insane.
maybe Van Jefferson was on the depth chart over him. That doesn't make sense. Though,
probably.
'cause I thought Robert Woods was that guy.
I mean, he was for a minute.
Yeah. So just kind of mid, I guess.
Yeah,
It's not memorable though. I'm sorry, I can't put it there. It just isn't.
yeah. Honestly, low key, I'm just probably salty because I was probably going for the Bengals in this, and I think this is the year the Rams like whooped the Cardinals' ass in the wild card game. So,
Yeah, it was.
yeah. And that's when like everybody started to hate on Kyler Murray when it's not
In
his
Cliff
fault.
Kingsbury.
No, it was like just Kyler at this time. Like everybody was like
Oh.
shitting on Kyler for whatever reason. Like nobody looked at the fucking doofus ass head coach for the Cardinals as like, nah, this is on the quarterback. He's too short.
All right, do you want to go to Super Bowl 57?
Yes.
This feels so recent. Like time goes by so fast.
I know.
I feel like Super Bowl 57 just happened.
Yeah, I remember. Like I vividly like remember watching this one with my dad too. It was a good Super Bowl. That's all I'll say about it so far.
Okay. Now we might be split on this one too because I think what was a classic, what was a really good Super Bowl got
I already know what you're gonna say.
absolutely trashed because of
The holding call.
the holding call. Let the guys fucking play. It's the Super Bowl, dude. And that literally cemented the game for the Chiefs. And it was just a fucking dumb way for the game to end.
So you're saying it's memorable? Because you say you remember that it's at least memorable.
But it kind of made the game mid.
No, dude. I don't think that took away from like the 3 and 7/8 of quarters of a game that was back to back. Like that was just awesome. Like if you're an Eagles fan, yeah, that sucks. But like,
I don't know. That ending just really pissed me off.
I get it, but I still think it was a really good Super Bowl. Like if you're more of like a neutral fan like me, even though I was lucky going for the Chiefs because I fuck the Eagles.
Oh, I was absolutely neutral. I went into this game absolutely neutral. I promise you, because I wasn't a big Eagles fan, and I also wasn't a big Chiefs fan. But I just appreciate good.
Actually, no, I'll be fully honest. I was totally going for the Chiefs this game because this was this was the year that the Eagles got given like the easiest fucking schedule I've ever seen in my life.
That's right.
And they won they literally just walked ass backwards into 14 wins, dude. And you were like, Eagles are so good, dude. They're the easy Super Bowl winner. Motherfucker, the best quarterback they faced the whole year was Daniel Jones. And you're gonna tell me that they're elite? Yeah.
That's right. I was neutral, and it just pissed me off that the game ended that way. That's all.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'd put it in memorable.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in memorable at the end though.
Okay, that's fair. That's
All right.
fair. Yeah. Because honestly, this shit was literally memorable from start to finish. Because I remember, dude, this was the year that Chris Stapleton did the greatest national anthem that you'll ever see.
Yeah,
So-
that was good. It was in Arizona too.
Yeah.
So it's memorable for us for sure.
Dude, they love doing Super Bowls in Arizona, and I hope they continue.
I
to do
love
that
it.
because
It brings a lot of attention to Arizona. Arizona's an underrated
yeah,
state sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
yeah. But if you're from California, please don't move here.
No,
Yeah.
we suck.
Yeah, it's awful over here. It's literally just desert outside of Otto's house
Yeah.
or his apartment.
All right. So this.
So we're moving on.
I mean, are you ready? I don't know if there's
I mean,
anything else from this game.
I feel like we should kind of go over a little bit, maybe. Just kind of look at some stats. Yeah, never mind. Oh yeah, well, I mean, That's how this was the game where like also the turf was like really weird.
Oh yeah, everyone was slipping.
It was so weird because I remember like before the game started, everybody was like talking about the fuck. You remember the fucking sod father?
Yeah,
They were like, yeah, this guy he's been working the grass
he
for these
knows his
NFL
shit.
fields for like 35 years, and then just like this dude I've never heard of, like he gets mentioned, and then like we just see like the worst turf you've ever played on. It's like, why are you setting my boy up for failure?
That's what caused like the huge debate between turf and real grass.
Yeah, even though the Sweats played on real grass too.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, Arizona's field is real grass. Like, dude, they like have you not seen like
Then
videos where
what are players complaining about? Because I thought they all
they
wanted
like
real
they like
grass.
it was like slippery as fuck because I guess they watered it like way too much.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I know, but you know how like there's a big debate between turf
No,
and grass.
yeah, yeah, I get that. That's for like like MetLife and like FedEx Field, like those stadiums that have turf. Like people hate playing there because like they always tear their ACLs and
Yeah, they
shit.
get injured.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Arizona's field is like full grass. Dude. Have you not seen videos where they like roll out the whole fucking field outside so it gets sun?
Hmm.
Dude, it's awesome. It's like, well, it's not awesome, but it's like it's cool. It's like, damn.
No, I've never seen that.
No, it's interesting stuff.
Yeah,
Though.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
So this next Super Bowl, this is the most recent one, obviously, that happened 2 weeks ago. Super Bowl 58, the Kansas City Chiefs defeated the San Francisco 49ers again, came back from 10 again. And I think this one goes in memorable,
I agree. I think this
probably
also
in front of the
memorable.
Bucks.
Yeah.
I mean, just being non-biased. Now, if I made my own list, the Bucks Super Bowl would be way up there. I don't know why. That just was a really fun year for me. But yeah, I would put it in memorable above, because I mean, we already talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about it to start up on the show. You talked about it in a separate video.
But yeah, it just was a really good game from start to finish. Really good defense, but also a little bit of offense, a little bit.
Yeah, like I remember like basically after like the first quarter. Not even after the first quarter, because the first quarter you still had like the McCaffrey fumble, which was still exciting and all that stuff too.
There was a lot of fumbles and turnovers in this game.
It was a very fun game to watch, especially with your friends when you're like six.
There's like 10 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, that was great.
And we had an overtime, or only our second overtime in Super Bowl ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First game with the new playoff rules, and it was a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because like that's how long it's been since we've got like a playoff overtime game.
Yeah.
God damn.
And it was a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And it helped the Chiefs, which is ironic because
the
whole reason the rule came into place was because the Chiefs beat the Bills. And they
I mean, you could also actually no, you're right. Because for some reason I remember like people saying that like were people saying that for like when they lost to like the Patriots too, or am I making that up?
I think that's when it started.
Yeah.
And then it got really bad.
It got really bad after the Bills
game.
Yeah.
It literally was because of that game.
Yeah.
And then, but I think you're right. I think it started that year because in that game the Patriots had the ball first and went down and scored, and everyone's pissed.
Yeah, that was like the D Ford like offside game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
It's only the second time the Chiefs got screwed over by an offsides.
Yeah, but I'd say this time was a little bit more
a little bit more important for sure
than a random game against the Bills.
Damn, that was a higher scoring game than I remember. 37-31.
Yeah.
I just remember like the image of Tom Brady like going celebrating, and he had like his like the thing that players wear when it's really cold around their head.
Oh,
like you couldn't even see his hair. He was just like,
oh yeah.
I don't know why. I just remember that like image.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't remember this like AFC Championship game at all for some reason.
I don't remember anything but the ending. It was like a run up the middle to win the game and go to the Super Bowl. And it was also the year that the Patriots and Rams played each other.
Oh, that's why I don't remember. This was that really shitty Super Bowl.
Yeah, because the Patriots won this, and like imagine if we got a Chiefs Saints Super Bowl. I'm sorry, but that
I remember people saying that. People were like, imagine instead of like Rams Patriots, we saw Chiefs Saints. Like, yeah, no.
But even Patriots Saints, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. I think Patriots Saints would have been even better.
But yeah, I mean that's the rest of our tier list. I'll download this just in case.
Yeah, that's the whole tier list right there. So yeah, everybody watching, let us know your thoughts.
Did we do good?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know how bad we probably did on our tier lists. Especially to all the
Really
Rams
quick,
fans out there.
really quick, in case you skip to the end just to see the results. All-time classics, we have Falcons, Patriots, Eagles, Patriots, and Patriots, Seahawks. So every Super Bowl involved. A lot of Patriots Super Bowls.
Funny how that works.
Memorable, we have Chiefs, 49ers, this most recent one, Super Bowl 58. Buccaneers, Chiefs, and Eagles, Chiefs. And then kind of mid, we have Panthers, Broncos, and then
Rams, Bengals.
Rams, Bengals. In the forgettable tier, we have. See, it's very forgettable. What Super Bowl was that again?
That was the Chiefs, Niners. That was the first
Chiefs, Niners, and Seahawks, Broncos, and then absolute snooze fest. I don't even think I need to say it. Patriots, Rams. Yeah, let us know what you guys thought. If we messed anything up. And yeah, what Super Bowl do you remember the most out of all of these? Like what, for your personal reasons, I'm curious. Like what Super Bowl do you guys think you remember the most because of where you were at or what happened? Or yeah, because that's what makes it fun too.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know what you guys think.
Like were you at work? Because then obviously you're not going to remember some of these. But if you were with family or friends, and yeah, definitely depends on where you're at. And
absolutely.
But yeah, so this was a very non-biased tier list, though. We tried to make it for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I think we went into this with zero bias towards any teams.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. So let's.
Yeah,
I'm ready to call it.
Yeah, man. Let's call it here.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll have a longer episode next weekend. And hopefully we'll have Jeremiah with us.
Yeah. What are we doing for next week's episode?
I don't know, but we'll probably do something fun, like off-season stuff. We'll cover basketball, whatever, if anything even happens.
How about this? I'll make this statement right now. If we have all three of us on next week's episode doing a full 1-round 33 pick, because we got to get the Panthers in there, mock draft. That's what we're doing.
All right, I'm down for that.
Yep.
I'll have to do my fucking research, so Jeremiah better tell me if he's coming or not.
Yep, so will we. So.
But yeah, well then that's what we'll do. We'll just do a full mock draft episode next weekend, most likely. So
no basketball, no baseball. Actually, maybe a little bit of baseball. Like I don't know, maybe like Blake Snell and Cody Bellinger get signed. We'll have to talk about that. But barring those things happening next week, full 1-round mock draft. If all of us are here.
Yes, sir.
So there you go.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like if you're on YouTube or share or whatever you do on Spotify. I don't remember. What do you do on Spotify?
Give us a good old 5-star rating.
Yeah, give us a 5-star rating. Share with your friends, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.